Impact Wrestling addresses if they're going to be returning to the famous six-sided ring when they rebrand back to TNA Wrestling next year. Details on that, plus Will Ospreay hints at his New Japan Pro Wrestling exit coming very soon once his contract expires next year. Did AEW possibly spoil the upcoming return of Thunder Rosa to AEW in-ring competition? And more details emerge regarding how Bryan Danielson really suffered his broken orbital bone injury. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. And let's start off talking about Impact Wrestling, the rebranding back to TNA Wrestling in 2024. And once it was announced at Bound for Glory that TNA Wrestling would be returning, Impact Wrestling would be rebranding back to Total Nonstop Action Wrestling next year, one of the biggest questions was, is the six-sided ring going to be making a return alongside TNA Wrestling? Now, Impact Wrestling has addressed the six-sided ring following the TNA return announcement. As I mentioned, at Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2023, the promotion made the announcement that they will be returning to the TNA name starting in January 2024 with their Hard to Kill pay-per-view. This announcement has created a great deal of buzz and anticipation among fans and also led to some questions about the rebranding. In particular, longtime TNA fans were wondering if the signature six-sided ring that the company used from 2005 to 2010 would return. Speaking with PW Mania, Impact Wrestling President Scott D'Amore was asked about the six-sided ring returning. He answered, quote, "Frankly, no. It's the first question that comes up and the first thing I tried to address in our press pass recently. I know that people love the six side. I was in the room when we made the decision to go to six sides. And I mean, it's got a little place in my heart because it was one of these things that set us apart. But at the end of the day, just about every single talent that's ever wrestled in it says that it was much harder to wrestle in, was more dangerous, not just injury, but even more so, just daily wear and tear. It was harder on their bodies, so I will not apologize for putting talent's health and safety first. You know, I think TNA has had great matches in four-sided ring matches and six-sided rings. So with all things considered, if the talent is safer and more comfortable in a four-sided ring, then that's an easy decision to make." So he has said that the six-sided ring will not be returning. Do you appreciate what Scott D'Amore is saying there when he's saying, look, I love the six-sided ring, everyone loves the six-sided ring, but talent doesn't enjoy working in the six-sided ring because it's dangerous and there's greater wear and tear? Is that a valid and fair enough excuse, or would you still like to see the six-sided ring return, but do you appreciate the reasons that he's been given? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments section below. Now, Will Ospreay, plenty of people wondering what's going to be next for Will Ospreay next year in 2024. Well, according to Ospreay, his time in New Japan Wrestling is winding down very quickly. Will Ospreay has reflected on his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling running out ahead of a big title bout. On November 4, New Japan Pro Wrestling presents Power Struggle 2023 in Osaka, Japan. The event will be headlined by Will Ospreay defending the IWGP United Kingdom Championship against Shota Umino. Ospreay has made it no secret that his New Japan contract is set to expire in February 2024, with the aerial assassin keeping every option possible open to himself. During the pre-show press conference, Ospreay delivered a final message to the fans and Shota by referencing how his time could be coming to an end in New Japan. He said, quote, "I've grown up in front of them. This is why there is a connection issue. They want to see sacrifice. They want to see you sacrifice. For 8 years, I've been in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They've seen me as a 22-year-old boy. I'm a 30-year-old man now, bruv. They feel safe with New Japan in my hands. They want to feel safe in your hands because my time is running out. I want you to dethrone me. I want you to beat me because I care about New Japan. I want it safe. I want it in safe hands. If you don't come tomorrow wanting to rip my face off, wanting to beat me to a bloody pulp because they've seen me bleed and sacrifice. I've missed funerals, my friends and family because I'm constantly here giving my everything to New Japan Pro Wrestling." Ospreay continued to pull up his sleeve and reference his tattoo, saying, quote, "Right there, that says grow up. I've grown up in front of you guys. I've given you my heart. I've become a man in front of your eyes. You guys have depended on me, and every single time I've been given the ball, I have not dropped it. I have fought for everyone here. In the darkest times, everyone has said, it's okay, give the ball to Ospreay. The time is running out. You need to fight. You need to beat me. No, you're not Omega. You're not Okada. You're not Takagi. You're not Jericho. You're not Tsuji. You're not Zack Sabre Jr. You're not Mike Bailey. You're effing Shota Umino. Fight for all of them. Take this from me. If you don't, I don't feel safe leaving New Japan in your hands. Now, it was also said that if Shota does win, he wants to defend his championship against Jon Moxley at January 4's Wrestle Kingdom 18 show at the Tokyo Dome as well. What do you think about Ospreay's comments, and do you think this is yet more of a bigger sign that Ospreay is set to leave New Japan Pro Wrestling, or is Ospreay doing what most pro wrestlers do at the end of their contracts, and that's playing up and mixing in reality and fiction to make this match bigger and get more people talking about him as well? Let me know your thoughts about that one too. Thunder Rosa could be set for a return to AEW television fairly soon. Now, it's been over a year since we last saw former AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa on AEW TV. Rosa was forced to vacate the championship back in August of 2022 due to requiring time off due to a back injury, of which she still has not returned from. The latest update on Rosa was that she had been cleared to make a return to television, but was waiting on a creative direction. We may now know when Rosa could return to AEW TV, thanks to an advertisement for an upcoming Collision taping. AEW is set to make its debut in San Antonio, Texas, at the Frost Bank Center on Saturday, December 23rd. Not only is San Antonio the hometown of Rosa, but the advertisement was entirely based around her, with her appearing in the ad. Rosa, of course, was one of the first faces associated with Collision when the show was launched back in June, but she's yet to actually appear on the show. So, do you think that Thunder Rosa will be at that taping? Do you think she'll return at that taping, or do you think she'll return before then? Let me know your thoughts about that one. Finally, an update on Bryan Danielson. So many people talking about Danielson's injury, when it took place, clearance, is he cleared for the match, wasn't he cleared for the match, all this kind of stuff going on today. Now, Bryan Danielson's injury happened, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, in a freak accident. This past week, AEW revealed that Bryan Danielson was undergoing surgery for a broken orbital bone and would miss some time, and that he would be back later in the year. Now, this is in line with what Fightful say that they have heard, with the hope that Danielson won't miss a ton of time. The way the injury was sustained was a rarity. While Danielson sold the injury during the tag team match with Kazuchika Okada, he actually sustained the injury very early in the Andrade match on AEW Collision. Danielson told several that the injury actually happened on the opening collar and elbow tie-up when Danielson caught an errant forearm or elbow, and you can actually see him react to it in the match. So it wasn't the spinning elbow, it was actually a collar and elbow tie-up. That's how he broke his orbital bone, and what's being described as a freak injury, not wear and tear by Bryan Danielson or anything like that, just a complete and total fluke. Now, what do you think of that report? What do you think about Danielson kind of being in the match a few days later, even though he's largely protected? Let me know your thoughts about all of it in the comment section below as well. But there you go, guys. It's the latest pro wrestling news for you today. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. A reminder, Crown Jewel is tomorrow, so we will be live with a watch-along and a post-show, as well as all the usual news videos that surround that as well. So be sure to join us then. Click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. You'll be notified when we go live, not only for the watch-along, but for the post-show as well. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.